Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. At least one man dead in Clarendon crash. At least one man is dead in a major motor vehicle crash which occurred along New Road in Clarendon, just a few miles outside of Chapelton today. The deceased man has been identified as Renford Mowen, a taxi operator of a Maypen Clarendon address. The accident involved a coaster bus belonging to Clarendon College and another minibus. Prime Minister announces changes in COVID curfew hours. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has announced adjustments to the weekend curfew hours and a lockdown for the upcoming Labor Day holiday in the battle against the COVID pandemic. As of this weekend, the Prime Minister stated the curfew will begin 6 p.m. on Saturday and at 2 p.m. on Sunday and will end at 5 a.m. the following day. For Labor Day, which will be celebrated on Monday, May 24 this year, Holness said there will be an all-day curfew. He said on May 23rd, the curfew will begin at 2 p.m., continue all day on Monday and end at 5 a.m. on Tuesday. Holness also noted that the curfew hours for weekdays will remain at 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. and will end on June 3rd at 5 a.m. He was speaking during today's sitting of the House of Representatives, where he noted that the existing measures will largely be extended for a 4-week period. Face-to-face classes to resume May 10 for exam students. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says face-to-face classes will resume for students sitting exit examinations on May 10, 2021. This, he said, will apply for students sitting primary exit profile examinations, Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate examinations, Caribbean Advanced Proficiency examinations, and City and Guilds examinations. He was speaking during today's sitting of the House of Representatives. The Prime Minister said the resumption of classes will be done based on schedules to prevent crowding at school and on transportations. He said systems are in place for teachers involved in this process to be vaccinated. The Prime Minister said the Ministry of Health and Wellness will inspect the schools, more than 355, that will reopen during the period to ensure COVID infection and prevention protocols are implemented and maintained. He said the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information will coordinate with parents and local transport providers to ensure the safe movement of students to and from schools, with opportunity for special support for students who need to travel. Holness said where there is need for transportation support for students and families who are experiencing severe financial challenges, this should be communicated to the Regional Office for Special Support. Parents will be asked to visit websites as of Thursday, May 6, 2021 to provide information regarding their transportation routes at distance away from school, which will help the government to finalize specialized support with transport providers, including the Jamaica Urban Transit Company and the Montego Bay Metro. Indicom probing 3 fatal shooting incidents. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, is probing 3 separate fatal shooting incidents by police yesterday, 2 of which occurred in Portmore St. Catherine and the other in Trenchtown, Kingston. In the first incident, the Commissioner said Isaiah Gibbons of Christian Garden Gregory Park in Portmore St. Catherine was fatally shot during a police chase. Reports are that approximately 5 p.m., a team of officers was on foot patrol conducting surveillance duties in the area when, upon seeing the police, a group of men ran. While chasing the men, an officer reportedly encountered a man with a firearm and a struggle ensued. The police said to assist his colleague, another officer discharged his firearm. Gibbons was pronounced dead at the Spanish Town Hospital. A Simit and Western pistol was retrieved, the police said. Meanwhile, in Trenchtown, Kingston, an unidentified man was fatally shot during a police confrontation after a group of men tried to elude officers. The police said a team of officers was on Upper 2nd Street in the vicinity of 5th Street at approximately 6:45 p.m. when they observed a group of men who were armed with firearms. The men ran, and during the chase, one man was confronted and pointed a firearm at the police. 2 officers allegedly discharged their weapons, and the man was shot. The deceased man has not been officially identified, but a driver's license with the name Jovane Barnes was discovered from his pocket. It is further reported that a block pistol was recovered from the scene. In the other incident, approximately 8:10 p.m., while responding to a murder scene at Foster Lane, The police said gunmen were heard in their immediate vicinity. Reports are that the officers proceeded on foot to the area where a man was seen pointing a firearm at the officers. The officers fired in the direction of the man, the report stated. 21-year-old Nicholas Stanford of Foster Lane, Nuggerhead in Portmore was pronounced dead on arrival at the Spanish Town Hospital. A Beretta 9mm semi-automatic pistol was reportedly recovered from the scene. According to Indicom, its forensic team alongside officers from the Jamaica Constabulary Force scenes of crime processed the scenes. The weapon of the concerned officers, as well as the 3 recovered firearms, were seized, photographed, boxed, and sealed for testing at the government forensics lab. Indicom stated. It added that all concerned officers were served Section 21 notices to furnish statements and attend the offices of Indicom to be interviewed this week. Individuals with information regarding any of these 3 incidents are asked to contact Indicom's head office at 876-968-8875, 876-968-1932, or send information via WhatsApp at 876-553-5555 to assist in the ongoing investigations. Hanover Municipal Corporation demolishes illegal shops in Lucy. The Hanover Municipal Corporation for a second day continued its series of demolishing illegally constructed structures on the seaside of the capital town, Lucy. The demolition of 4 structures took place between Monday and Tuesday, and the corporation has warned that its enforcement will continue. It is not the first time that the issue of illegal structure has come to the fore. On several occasions, the matter was raised during the corporation's regular monthly general meetings, the Hanover Health Department, and with the police, who had issued with crime enforcement. It was claimed during those meetings that the shops had no toilet infrastructure in place, no formal connection to the Jamaica Public Service infrastructure, and no formal permission from the corporation to use the area. Besides, the shops were also used as place of dwelling. Craig Oates, enforcement officer for the corporation, said that the situation warrants the action taken by the team. We think that it poses a threat to not just the good governance of the transportation center, but also hygiene, because we realized that the buildings were not properly built. We also observed that persons were using the seaside for their toilet, and we also observed that people were stealing electricity and the wires were run all over, which could cause loss of human lives of the facility, so we had to take action, stated Oates. On the other hand, a man who gave his name as Mr. Johnson argued that yesterday was the first time someone from the corporation was saying anything to him. I never know, because I saw a lot of places building up around here. I thought when they come to me and talk to me, I would go through the right process. I didn't know that it would go like this, explained Johnson. He claimed that he had fish in a freezer and asked for more time, but he was only given 1 day, which expires today. I wasn't even here if somebody came and called me. All I want is just a little place to do my business, and if it comes to the test for me to pay, I will pay. And when they say I live here, I don't. I have my house and I can take you there and show you it, stated Johnson, who added, I want a little justice. Meanwhile, Oates is encouraging people who have an interest in doing business to first get in touch with the corporation. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.